Hello and welcome to the channel. This is Steel City Knives. Right, I've got another video for you today. We are doing a Victorinox knife. Now, if you know this channel and you're familiar with me, you know I love Victorinox. So this is a limited edition Victorinox and it came in a very battered and understated box. It's got a little handwritten part on the end here that says Spartan Damascus. The Damas, standing for Damascus. Now, not a Damascus blade, but Damascus on the scales. Now, I was a bit underwhelmed with it. So when you usually have a limited edition Victorinox, you get a very fancy box. It's a bit of an experience when you get that limited edition. And they usually give you some cool swag in there. And it's just a nice experience, and Victorinox do it really well. Now, I probably didn't get all that because this was as cheap as chips. So this was €36 and an absolute bargain. So what do we have? This is a Spartan. Again, if you know my channel, you know I love a Spartan for several reasons. And I've done a dedicated video to Spartans and I'll link it at the end of this one. So I love it. It's got historical reasoning behind it. Also, it's cheap as chips and I'm a frugal guy, but also I love the slim two-layered profile of it, and the tool sets you get with it are absolutely brilliant. So being a knife guy, you get two blades, you get a large one and a small one, and obviously the main spear point that you usually get, and then you get the small flat screwdriver and the large flat driver. You get a can opener, you get a bottle opener, you get the wire stripper / benders, and then on the other side you've got the corkscrew, an awl with a sewing eye and or a reamer, and then also you've got the scale tools. Now this has got a place for a pin. Victorinox, can you give us the pins? Honestly, please, come on, just chuck a pin in there for us. Saves us going out and buying a load of pins. And then you've got the tweezers and the toothpick. Now, a lot of people don't like the corkscrew, but I love it. I think it's got so many uses. So essentially, you can have lots of tools in one slot because you've got this unsharpened tip here that can be handy for stuff, and then obviously it can store the sort of Victorinox made tools that they make for it. They just sort of swizzle down. So it's better than, I mean, the Phillips driver I do like, and I do have quite a few Victorinox with the Phillips driver, but this just has multiple uses, so I find it's probably a bit of a better tool set. But right, so this is serialized. I've got number 50 out of only 100 pieces made. Now, I think this is an SFO, so a special factory order, carried out by a French knife seller. They've got a few that they've done before, because I've never seen this on a Victorinox site, and obviously being such a limited amount as well. Now this was such a reasonable price, considering they only made 100. To get this for €36 is brilliant, and I knew I was going to enjoy it. The reason I knew I was going to enjoy it is because I've got the 2022 Cadet, and this was the Swiss Spirit one. Again, I've got a video out solely on this. I'll link that at the end. But yeah, I love this thing. It's got a real, it's really clear, really sort of sharp design. Swiss Spirit, they bring one out every year to sort of symbolise all the brilliant things in Switzerland. And this has got a load of landmarks and things like that. But one of the reasons why I really like it, other than the design, I think it looks really clean and love the landmarks. But I don't know if my light's going to be able to show you this, but it's raised and it feels so tactile in the hand. It's just so nice. It's a real sort of nice feel to it. I can't really explain it really better than that, and that's very similar to this one. Now this one's not as clean as crisp, but I feel that's what the sort of design they were going for, because they were going for that Damascus look on the scales. It's blended in more, so it's not as crisp and as sharp, but they've done a really good job with it. But it's got the same feel where it's raised. Now this has also got this beautiful black border to sort of frame it. But yeah, it really looks nice. I think I need to get it a black tweezer set there just to help it along, and maybe a black lanyard. But I love the fact now I've got an 84mm and a 91mm. It's very similar, and a lovely little pair there. But yeah, really impressed with this. And obviously it's your usual Victorinox build quality and QC. But yeah, really, and there you go. You can just see it there. Can you see it all raised. Yeah, it just feels really nice in hand. And again, this was a steal, really, and they're still selling these. Obviously, they were made in a lot higher numbers. There are probably thousands and thousands of these made. I think 10,000 or something ridiculous like that. So nowhere near as limited as this one, but they're still selling them, and for very affordable. I think this one's about 50 quid, 40, 50 pound around that mark. So you know me, I like a bargain. But so they did it in 2 other models. So they've done it in obviously this one, and then they've done it, so 3 in total, sorry. So they do it in the Climber. I think that's retailing for about €50, and then the Huntsman, which I think is a little bit more. I'm not 100% certain actually, but yeah, they're all on this site. But yeah, that site is cool for doing these SFOs. They've got obviously being a French site, they've got this limited edition French Spirit, I think they call it, or French Flair. That's it, French Flair they call it, and it's white and blue with that French sort of the cockerel. But yeah, that's really nice. I think they did them in higher numbers. I think they were like 250 pieces made of them. But the one I really like the look of is this tartan one. I've seen a fellow YouTuber post one very similar, and I just really like the look of it. It's quite simple, but just like that design. But again, that's a limited edition. Probably an SFO again by them. But yeah, really, what a nice, cool knife to have in the collection. So yeah, just a quick one from me. I just thought I'd show my newest Victorinox acquisition. I'm a big fan of Victorinox. Got a little sub collection of these going on. I really do enjoy collecting them. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.